Hey guys, Charles here from the Thought Not Serious podcast, playing some Thing Ascension, just got Thing Ascension in Modern, and we are on the draw in round 5 of a PTQ. And this hand's much better. We have a Thing in the Ice as payoff for a bunch of spells. We have some good interaction. Okay, so this is likely Scred Red. Okay. So, interesting. I think what we want to do is crack this for a Steam Vents, EOT, and Thought Scour, because I think we want to just focus on getting Thing in the Ice flipped as soon as possible. Our opponent leading on Snow-Covered Mountain into Relic of Progenitus indicates this is probably Scred Red. Like, he's almost certainly playing Scred, and, is he playing something like, the White Splash with, it's called Sun and Moon, with Nahiri? Let's get the Steam Vents untapped, Thought Scour ourselves. This also kind of gets a little bit ahead of that Relic of Progenitus. So here I do want to try finding a land, so okay. Anger, Relic, Koth, Snow-Covered Mountain. Okay. I think here we do Sleight of Hand, because I do want to find a land as quickly as possible. Great. And I think we fetch Hollowed Fountain and Thought Scour as well. Okay. Yeah, he probably just did that, seeing that we had a Bedlam Reveler, and he also has another one. Mindstone, sure. Oh, we also have to be cognizant of the possibility that our opponent has Blood Moon. Okay, that's interesting. Played Mountain and Relics. So he has Anger and Koth. Koth and the Hammer is going to be a pretty fast clock. You know what? I'm not going to let the possibility of Blood Moon right now bother me, because we've seen his hand and we know what he has. Oh, actually, this is probably... Oh, no, this is a mistake. He can actually go Pyrite Spellbomb and Anger of the Gods because he has Mind Stone. Although... Okay, never mind. Okay, so he's just attacking us. That's fine. Sulphur Falls is a good draw. Here we just add blue-red. that was a little fortunate for us because should have just killed this when he had the chance. Don't scare us. Tisk. Really needed that to be. Needed that to be an instant or sorcery. So this can just chump block Mountain, though it looks like he's casting something else. Like, I expect him to just go with the line of Pirate Spellbomb, Anger of the Gods. And then we have 4 spells. We can put a 5th one in the graveyard with Lightning Bolt. Somehow I feel like I've kind of misjudged this whole situation. Maybe he has a Storm Breath, but Storm Breath doesn't cost 6. Maybe, I don't know, Chandra Flamecaller? They also do play Chandra Torch of Defiance, which can kill one of our Thing in the Ice, but... Okay. No blocks. Ooh, okay. Metamorphose is a good draw. Yeah, maybe we should have played the Ascension instead. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least we can just play a Bedlam Reveler, but that's not exciting. I guess that's what we have to do, though. Our hand is not very good otherwise. Like, we just don't have the time to deploy all those cards. Okay, I can work with this. Don't really want either of these, but I guess I'll take a mountain. So I'm probably just gonna chump with the... Hard to say. Probably just chump with the Thing in the Ice, because if we draw like a Lightning Bolt or a Thought Scour, then we can surprise block the mountain. Oh wait. Never mind, you can just Ultimate Koth. Just... Yep, that was... Okay, that one was just me not reading the card. I thought that was a -8. Okay. My mistake. So playing the land out was a mistake. I mean, no it wasn't, because we were dead anyways. Okay. That's fine. So our opponent probably boards out Anger of the Gods, and that means that we can probably bring in Young Pyromancer. Dispel might be an interesting option, because it does hit Scred. So I think what we want to do is... Like, I think we want to shave on Pyromancer Ascension, but then again, that's just a very powerful engine card that's hard for them to remove if it resolves. We do have Thought Scours for the possibility of beating multiple relics, though. I actually think the card we take out is Lightning Helix, because It's just going to be kind of hard to cast, and I want to just get to straight blue-red if possible. And is there anything here that we want? Rest for the Weary, Stony Silence. No, I think this is just what we want here. Like, our opponent's likely just going to take out spot removal. Well, he'll keep in Scred to take care of Thing in the Ice, but he'll take out Anger of the Gods, which allows us to have that left hook of Young Pyromancer. This hand's definitely a keep. We have Basic Island, which is definitely good. And we have a bunch of cantrips. But yeah, this is fun. We can try to find a second land with this Serum Visions, and then hopefully just either play on Pyromancer or Pyromancer Ascension for value. And do you think we just put these on the bottom? Alright, that's fine. Okay. Let's start off with a Gitaxian Probe. Normally I would want to save that for a Pyromancer, but first I want to see what's up, and I also want to make sure that I can hit my land drops. Blood Moon, Molten Rain, and a bunch of stuff. Alright. No, let's sleight of hand here. Okay. Blooded Strand is good. End step, we can get a Steam Vents, Thought Scour ourselves. Let's see. Okay, good. Does not have anything there. Guess I'd like to pay life and Thought Scour myself. And given that our opponent does have Lightning Bolt in hand, I just want to play this Ascension and pass. We can get that online with 2 Thought Scours, or we could actually just play the second one, depending on what our opponent does. If he just continues to miss land drops, then... Alright, Simian Spirit, Mind Stone. Got it. Yeah, here, just Metamorphose for starters. And what did he have in hand? So, Blood Moon, Koth, Molten Rain. Yeah, let's just play this Ascension. So we can Blood Moon here, but honestly does not affect us all that much. Oh, he's Molten Rains. That makes more sense. Let's scour us. Always yes, always yield. Always yes, always yield. Hopefully we can draw into a blue source. And no, we didn't, but we can turn Pyromancer Ascension on next turn anyways. Unless he has another Molten Rain, which would be kind of obnoxious. Okay. You have a Koth. So we have a few turns to answer that, though this really does not help. So we pretty much just need any land to be pretty good. Rains does he have? Okay, so if we draw a fetch land off Gitaxian Probe, actually I don't think we can win here. Unfortunate. Yep. Yeah, just we had a bad draw here, but what can you do? Okay. So we did manage to go 3-2 in this game. So in this game, I think we could have maybe played around Molten Rain. Like we knew from the probe that he didn't have them in his hand at that time, but I do know that they play Molten Rain. It's just that the unlikelihood of them drawing 3 off the top was a little bit of a killer, but that's why they play 4 of them in the sideboard. So what we could have done was, instead of playing the second one, Thought Scour ourselves to try to get this online ASAP, and then we would have a Pyromancer Ascension with 2 counters on it, doubling stuff. I was thinking that this would give us more inevitability and allow us to win quicker, given that our opponent was mana screwed. It's just that the combination of 3 Molten Rains plus a Koth, I mean, we knew he had the Koth, but the 3 Molten Rains here was definitely enough to just beat us. And, decks will do that. You can't really complain when your opponent has a great draw, because we had some good draws of our own earlier. So, okay. About this deck, I think the deck is definitely very powerful. It's very fun to play, especially if you like just doubling spells, getting all those triggers. I mean, it's one of the fun things about playing Storm-type decks, because you get to think through all that kind of stuff. So I definitely recommend you take that if you're looking for a fun deck to play at FNM, you sleeve this up. You can definitely play a cheaper... This deck is relatively cheap for a modern deck, because a lot of the cards are new, like Young Pyromancer was reprinted in Eternal Masters. Thing in the Ices was in Shadows over Innistrad, and with fetches, you don't even necessarily have to play a fetch shock mana base. With Spire Bluff Canal, you can play 4 Spire Bluff and a mixture of like Shivan Reefs and stuff like that. I mean, you do become less resilient to Blood Moon, but it's still a fun deck you can play. Like the most expensive card in this deck is certainly the Scalding Tarns. So, okay, a little disappointed to only go 3-2 with this deck. I feel like we could have won this one if we had been playing around the Molten Rains, but that's life. Okay, see you guys next week.